Hello and welcome to Learn English at Home 79, where we help you learn English through stories and real-life conversations. Today, we have a special episode about parent-teacher conferences at school. Have you ever wondered what happens when parents meet teachers? Let's find out together.
Hi everyone, I'm excited to join you today. We'll share a story, explain useful vocabulary, and help you use these words in your daily life. If you have questions, be sure to let us know after the episode.
Let's start with our story. When parents send their children to school, they often don't know what happens day to day. Instead, parents rely on what their children tell them about school.
Now let's explain that word. Rely. To rely means to depend on someone or something. For example, you rely on your alarm clock to wake you up in the morning.
Exactly. Parents depend on their children to share what they learn. This can be good, but sometimes children forget details or only share part of their day.
That's right. So, parents need another way to find out how their children are doing in school.
Generally, schools will host parent-teacher conferences at least twice a year. Do you know what the word generally means?
Generally means usually or most of the time. For example, generally, people eat breakfast in the morning.
And to host means to organize or have an event. For example, the school hosts a meeting for parents and teachers.
Exactly! A conference is a formal meeting where people talk about important topics. In this case, a parent-teacher conference is a short meeting about a student's progress.
Usually, parent-teacher conferences are held when teachers give out a student's grades for the term. Now, let's talk about the words grade and term.
A grade is a score or mark a student gets for their schoolwork. For example, an A or 90% on a test. A term is a part of the school year, like fall term or spring term.
During conferences, teachers tell parents about their child's strengths. What does strength mean here?
A strength is something someone is good at. For example, math can be a student's strength if they do well in it.
Teachers also bring to the parents' attention any problems with grades or behavior. Now, what does behavior mean?
Behavior describes how someone acts. For example, good behavior means following rules and being polite. Bad behavior might be talking during class or not listening.
Teachers talk honestly about both good and bad things. Do you know what honestly means?
Honestly means telling the truth without hiding anything. For example, if you answer a question honestly, you say what is really true.
The meetings also offer parents the opportunity to ask questions and see what their child is learning. Let's pause on offer.
To offer means to give or present something. For example, a teacher might offer advice to help your child.
And opportunity means a chance to do something. So, these meetings give parents a chance to learn more about their child's education.
That's true. These meetings are helpful for both teachers and parents.
When it's time for conferences, the school sends parents a note and usually gives them an appointment time. Let's explain note and appointment.
A note is a short written message. For example, a teacher might send a note to remind you about a meeting. An appointment is a set time to meet someone, like a doctor's appointment.
Parents need to schedule their meetings. To schedule means to plan or set a time for something to happen.
That's right. It's important for parents to arrive on time for their appointments.
Parent-teacher conferences do not last very long, usually no more than 10 minutes. Here, last means how much time something takes.
For example, a movie might last 2 hours, but a conference lasts only 10 minutes. If a parent keeps the teacher longer, it is disrespectful to other parents waiting.
Let's explain disrespectful. If someone is disrespectful, they are not polite or considerate. It's important to think about other people's time.
So, parents should come prepared with questions and try to keep to their appointment time.
Most children do not go with their parents to these meetings. This allows parents and teachers to talk openly about the child's progress.
To allow means to let someone do something. For example, parents allow their children to play after homework.
This way, the teacher can discuss honestly, and the child doesn't feel bad. The teacher might give advice to help the child do better.
Let's pause and explain advice. Advice is a helpful suggestion. For example, a teacher might give advice to study more at home.
Now let's think about real life. Why do you think parent-teacher conferences are important for families today?
Great question. In today's busy world, parents may not know everything happening at school. Conferences help parents support their children and solve problems early.
Also, these meetings help build trust between parents and teachers. When parents and teachers work together, children can learn better.
Exactly. It's like being a team. If you were a parent, what questions would you ask at a conference?
Now let's review today's vocabulary. First, advice means a helpful suggestion. For example, my teacher gave me advice to read more books.
Allow means to let someone do something. Example, my parents allow me to go outside after school. Appointment is a set time to meet. Example, I have an appointment with my doctor at 3 p.m.
Behavior is how someone acts. Example, good behavior in class means listening to the teacher. Conference is a formal meeting. Example, we had a conference about schoolwork.
Disrespectful means not polite. Example, it is disrespectful to talk loudly in the library. Generally means usually. Example, generally, I wake up early.
Grade is a score. Example, I got a good grade on my test. Honestly means telling the truth. Example, she answered the question honestly.
Host means to organize. Example, the school will host a concert. Last means to take a certain time. Example, the movie will last 2 hours.
Note is a short message. Example, my teacher gave me a note for my parents. Offer means to give. Example, the teacher will offer help.
Rely means to depend on. Example, I rely on my friend to help me. Schedule means to plan a time. Example, I will schedule a meeting.
Strength is something you are good at. Example, math is my strength. Support means to help. Example, parents support their children. Term is part of the school year. Example, the first term ends in December.
To remember new words, try writing them in a notebook, saying them out loud, or using them in a sentence. Practice a little every day, and you will improve.
Now it's your turn. What would you like to ask your teacher if you went to a parent-teacher conference? Think about it and share your answer with us or with a friend.
That's a great way to practice your English. Try to use some of today's new words in your answer.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, learning English is a journey, and every small step counts. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They help you learn.
Keep practicing every day, and soon you'll be able to speak English with confidence. We believe in you. See you next time on Easy English Stories.
Here's a final tip. Try to use new words when talking to family or friends. The more you use them, the easier they become. Have a wonderful day and keep learning.